Hey man, what's going on? I'm gonna crank up one just because I feel like it. Just because I feel like it. Y'all ready? Well, let's go. Say, man, without a shadow of a doubt, it's the one of the hottest shows in social media history. I'm gonna rise solo on this one. It's the five-star general. You already know what it is, man. It's the War Zone Special Edition, and I'm finna go in, man, cause I got something on my fucking mind, man. I'm finna go in, baby. Hey, I wanna welcome you tonight to a special edition of the War Zone. I'm riding shotgun by myself tonight, so just kick back and ride with your boy, man. Um, got some shit on my mind. Got some shit, and I just couldn't rest. I don't know what it is, but I just couldn't rest, man. We discussed it a little bit tonight on the War Zone, and we really appreciate you guys tuning in to the War Zone every night. And we basically what we've done is we've created our own media outlet. We've created our own media outlet to be able to bring you real news that's happening right around us on a daily basis. Because when you look at the news today, you got a press conference every 2 3 minutes, so you really can't know about the real stuff that's going on. I want to talk, and it disturbs me about the irresponsibility of the turkey leg hut. Now I've went to war for these people on social media when people tried to drag them, and I spoke up for them, stuff like that. I've done all that. But what I saw today was just total irresponsibility. And then to cook up a lie with the help of the Houston Police Department, it really disturbed me. Now you can shut down people's jobs, you can shut down a school, you could do all this shutting down stuff. But somebody with a food truck, you allow this stuff to go on. Then I look at the news tonight, and this is what disturbed me. Is, oh, well, we gave away 50 dinners to first responders. So you're telling me that we got 50 first responders monitoring a food truck. See, I'm out in the streets, man, work with HPD with this gang stuff, and when there's stuff going on in the communities. And to even know that you got 50 first responders sitting there dealing with a food truck when we got 5-year-old kids being murdered in the city of Houston, that disturbs me. See, the one thing I like about, and Dr. Matthews, I'm gonna send you an invite if you want to come on here. I know it's late night, and but if you want to come on, I'm gonna send you an invite. Hold on, y'all. Let me send the doc an invite. Y'all watching how we cook this stuff up, man. It's how we cook it up, man. Hold on. You cook it up and you just push send. So if she wants to come in, she's welcome to come in. Um, and you got all these people lined up. Oh, this happened before the truck came. Well, you promoted it. You didn't put any safety precautions in place to look at the amount of people that would show up to buy food off your food truck. Now, I know several restaurant owners. Stuffed baked potato factory, one of my favorites. Number one chicken down the street, you know, is to be. Hold on, y'all. Let me put my girl on. Hold on. What's up, Doc?
Hello, hello, hello.
What I'm talking about, it really disturbed me today when I saw the videos and the pictures. And we talked about it tonight, but we have a lot to talk about on the show. And we really couldn't touch on it as much as we should have. But to watch and see a black owned business have zero regard for black life, it bugged the fuck out of me. And then tonight we looking at the news, and I see that they say at the Turkey Leg Hut they gave away 50 lunches to first responders. Now you from the north,
That's down.
you from Mesa Road. I'm from Third Ward, Texas, so I'm from the south. How you take 50 first responders to monitor a goddamn food truck? We got 5-year-old kids being murdered. And to even insinuate that you basically bought off the Houston Police Department with a fucking turkey leg to cook up a lie. So let me tell you how the lie broke down. Oh, everybody, well, the chief was there. No, the chief wasn't there. The chief showed up. But the fire chief was there. No, he wasn't there. He showed up. You know how he showed up? Because Pierre Monroe picked up the fucking phone. Yeah, y'all want to know? I ain't got no reason to hate on them dudes, man. I love my people, bro.
But now you're trying to, and my whole thing is this right here. I was looking through Facebook after we had got off the war phone earlier, and one of the state reps that stood up and said something was State Rep Sean Theory. She said something directly to Chief Art Acevedo, and
I like Chief, but Chief spends too much time in front of the fucking cameras for me.
well,
He spends too much time. If you got a fucking police department to run, you got crooked officers running out here murdering innocent white people, hitting the wrong house on botch raids, and you on the motherfucking news every fucking day.
But then check this.
What the fuck the chief got to do with the pandemic?
But listen to this. But then he also has HPD officers that have been infected with the coronavirus. Right?
Look. The bottom line is me. My immune system is not great. We know I had surgery, and I'm still sick. I'm sick every day, but I just know how to manage it. So when this stuff first popped off, I had to get out of the city. I had to get out of the city, and I came back for a dentist appointment. I felt horrible the day after the dentist appointment. I got the fuck up out of Houston because Houston is highly contaminated. It's highly contaminated, and to sit there and justify why a black, I'm gonna call it out, a black-owned business is allowed to do the things that they are allowed to do. It breaks my heart, and they're worse to me. They're worse than some of these other people they try to say are really doing things to us. Because you'll take your little turkey leg truck to the black community, and then you stir up all this shit. And it's like it's cool. It really ain't fucking cool, man.
I'm gonna tell you what it is.
And shit like that, and I'm gonna give you the flow.
All right.
Shit like that is what got us all stuck in the fucking house. Because you just can't do curbside service. You can't just it ain't our fault you didn't build a drive-through at that motherfucker what you built. Where you located. It ain't our fault you didn't put a drive-through there. But then you shit on the community by doing this, and then you pay HPD off with a fucking turkey leg. I hope all them bastards choke on them turkey legs.
I'm gonna tell you, like I said, me looking at those pictures, the visual that went directly through my mind is that virus is jumping from everybody that's out there, including children. You are putting our people in danger to tighten your pockets. Really. So you're going to turn around and open up this type of restaurant on Good Friday while we're in the middle of a pandemic? Are you serious?
I think
Who does?
the small businessman loans that Adrian Garcia them, which was a good thing to try to help local small businesses. I don't think he should qualify for it. You still running business, homeboy. So why should you need a loan?
See, this right here, it really burns butter seriously because you allow greed to turn around and put your own people in harm's way for the buck. Are you serious?
And you know something? If you know this dude, look at the picture that he took with both the chiefs, the fire chief as well as the police chief. One, he did not have his fucking mask on. There was no social distancing in the picture. But this the thing that I got from it, if you know it. That smirk on his fucking face, it was like, fuck y'all. And that's his attitude. That's your attitude every day, dude. And I get it. I get it. You the big dog because you got Boosie them coming through biting your turkey legs. But I want every business in Houston to know one thing, especially him. It ain't the occasional celebrity that has made your business. It's the people that you're putting in danger that have made your business. The local people who don't have the sense that God gave them, you will not stay your stinking asses in the house. And because of that, our city is infected. Y'all don't get it.
They think it's a game. They think it's a game. We had one of the head doctors that's over the COVID-19 task force that I'm on, who've been going around opening up these COVID-19 clinics with Congresswoman Sheila Jackson Lee. He was on our show Wednesday. He told everybody to stay in the house. This is not a game. You know what, y'all? I'm telling you, if you all here watching right now, your butt was in that line, you're not gonna be satisfied until they have tubes every which way to your body.
The thing about us is we make shit hard for ourselves. We make it hard for you. You people cry, complain about, oh, I need a day off. They working me too much. Now you got them. And you just can't let God do what he need to do right now. See, God wants you to, I ain't highly religious. Let's get that straight. I'm a sinner in training. God wants you to sit your behind still. It's a reason that God is doing this. But we so undisciplined and so disrespectful to the highest power. You don't get it. And for being disobedient, you're going to pay the cost. Now, I want you to understand something. When I got sick, I was in the hospital. I was doing what I do, which was helping people. And my mom always told me, God, you're going to know when God talked to you. And I had a breathing treatment that night at 3 a.m. So they cut off all my lights. I'm just laying there in the dark. And I could hear God, but I couldn't talk because he would not allow me. It wasn't my time to have a two-sided conversation. It needed to be one-sided. He told me, and I'm telling you exactly what happened. If y'all know me, I've said this 1,000 times, and I've never changed what I've said because that's exactly what happened. I gave you an assignment, and you've been doing it, but you've not been doing it to the best of your ability. And if you don't do what I tell you to do, then I'm going to shorten your days. So for those that may think I'm a hater, I have no reason to hate on the Turkey Leg Hut. I've never eaten there. And there's several reasons why I've never eaten there. One, I'm not standing in no goddamn line that long. I don't give a damn how good your food is. Two, your prices are not mine, not my prices. I can't tell you what to charge. God bless you. But Gary Monroe ain't paying that much for no $5 turkey leg. I'm not doing it. I'm not doing it. But God gave me an assignment. So one of the things in my assignment that I really believe in my heart is I'm one of you guys as messengers. Now let me tell you why I feel that way. Because every time I say something, it always comes to pass. You may not like your messenger. Get past me and listen to the message. For all of those that are being disobedient, right? Because it's something God is, he gotta do. You want to be disobedient? You don't serve a purpose for him. And these people are endangering people. And the people that have the power to shut them down, then you're not doing it. So this is where I get confused about the essential businesses.
It falls on Monroe. It goes
You
back
people, and just you the flow, just bear with me, all right? You see people getting notices because they're barbers and telling them that your license will be revoked. They're gonna fine you. But yet the man that makes the decisions, we see a picture of him sitting in a barber's chair. You see what I'm saying? We see a picture of him, but you will attack a black barber or a white barber when you are doing exactly what you're telling them they can't do. So this is an essential business. So where we can get our hair groomed, like me, I have to cut my hair because I got dry scalp. So if I don't cut my hair and oil my scalp, then it bothers me. You see what I'm saying? I have issues. So I feel like barbers and beauty salons are essential businesses. You see what I'm saying? Because some people still have to go to work and they have to be well groomed. But you will shut them down to keep open a motherfucker selling some $5 turkey legs for 30? You got the flow.
Well, another deal that I wanted to touch bases on too is that when we had this Dr. Veron on here Wednesday, Dr. Veron stated the statistics that the majority of the people that is getting infected with the COVID-19 are African Americans and African American men, especially if they smoke cigarettes and also if they smoke marijuana. So why would you subject our own people to come out of this house to get infected?
Simple. Money is the root of all evil.
Boy, that's cold.
Money is the root of all evil.
And then let's just take a step further. Now, we just talked about how he didn't have no protective mask, gloves, or anything on, right? I wouldn't want your ass handling no damn food for me. Nothing. Somebody that's probably preparing the food, maybe a carrier of the COVID-19. Then he gonna be dealing with a big ass lawsuit when somebody actually gets sick from being out there with their ass.
So who do you sue? Do you sue him or do you sue the mayor who's allowing him to do it?
Both.
First of all, let me tell you something. They are being allowed to operate because they gave big donations to the mayor's campaign. That's what that's what it is. You know, but I don't respect it. I will never patronize their business for putting my people in harm's way. You know how people say it's sort of like when a man get into a situation with a woman and you people say no matter what he should have never hit that woman. It doesn't matter if they want crawfish for $3.50. You should have never did it.
But you want to hear? This is a good statement by one of our viewers, Ms. Monica Cardenas. She said there was a white business in Shady Acres on 20th and Shepherd, and they was fined because people were not practicing social distancing this week.
You know what our biggest issue is in Houston, and we keep hollering about social distancing. People are not practicing common sense. You're not practicing common sense. Now, me, I want to get back to business. I want you to understand I'm an education advocate. What the fuck can I do with the schools being closed? I can't do shit. But you see me every day. Y'all talk to me every day. We do our show every day. Does it look like I'm tripping because I can't do it? No, because I know when God is doing his work, I sit down and I shut up. And that's the problem with us black people, we're very undisciplined creatures. And then when the shit get bad, if a whole bunch of people start dying because of this pandemic, because they don't want to do it the right way, then ain't none of us gonna have no money for no goddamn GoFundMe's.
Well, see,
if you can spend, the average motherfucker gonna spend at least $20 to go to the restaurant.
I'm gonna tell you like this.
So if you can spend $20 to go to the restaurant, can you spend $20 to buy you some life insurance?
I'm gonna tell you like this here. Our people are like this. They're not gonna get it until they understand that fat meat is greasy. And that's just what it is. You know, you got some of them just like you have to show them better. You can tell them, like what my grandma say, bought sense is better than talk sense. Okay? So that was very foolish. That was very, very, very unacceptable. And on top of that, it was a hazard that was created all because you want to line your pockets. Unacceptable.
I totally agree. I totally agree. Well, let's switch gears. Let's switch gears because when this type is happening, you start looking at elected officials, and y'all, I might get a little loose right now, so bear with me, Miss Galloway. I hope you sleep.
Miss Galloway.
Yeah, I was finna say I hope she sleep. It's great to see some politicians step up to the plate. And I know it's some politicians that don't like our show for whatever the reason.
And who gives a
But here's my thing. I don't know one politician that has ever paid my light bill. I don't know one politician that has ever paid a car note or a mortgage note for me. I don't know one politician that has helped me put clothes on my kids' back. So I want you to understand something. You may not show, and the fact that we hold you accountable, but bitch, I am not to be bought. I'm letting you know. Don't fuck with me in that manner. I am not to be bought. And it ain't a motherfucking thing you can offer me at this point that's gonna get me off your ass.
especially you doing to our people.
No, And I want them to understand why. Because as I've grown up and I've studied, I see the hurt that these people deploy upon African American communities. I see your inability to have integrity. And when it's all said and done, you have to do it two ways. And understand this is how I'm built. My character will be judged for a lifetime. My character will be judged for a lifetime. I don't want nothing from none of you politicians. I'm gonna lay this out here. This is a plea from me to y'all. I'm gonna slap the shit out of one of y'all.
Can you say we? Can you say we? Oh, I do this here. I don't want your money either. So don't even think about trying to go through people who know me or go through people who know Monroe. Because guess what? You cannot buy us from getting off your ass. Trust
I
that.
don't want your money. I don't want it. See, you couldn't. The two things that you try to come at, especially black men. I don't know about the women. I don't want your women, and I don't want your money. I realistically just want you to do your job. I don't want anything from you. So don't never in your life send nobody because you can't buy me off. It's not gonna happen. And I have to make this say this because in the education arena, I've been tested. So in the political arena, I need to make it painfully obvious that I am here to put my foot square in your ass. And if you don't want me to put my foot square in your ass, then do your fucking job.
Period.
But if you ever, and I'm not going to say who did it, send anybody my way again, I will slap the fuck out of you in a public forum. And I'll bring my own set of handcuffs. Don't disrespect a gangster, partner.
I'm gonna tell you like your money can't do nothing here. Because when you send somebody, we're gonna go harder on you.
You know, somebody just made a comment, and I need them to clarify that Sean Warfield Sr., that activists are a joke. You know what's a joke? And I don't know how you that, sometimes we can misconstrue Texas. But I'm gonna answer that like it's a derogatory statement. Activists are not jokes.
Where is that?
If is it a troll? Because I'm gonna answer the statement.
No, I know him. I know
Okay.
he good people.
Activists are not jokes. Let me
Probably
tell you something.
dealt
The
with.
hardest thing that I've ever done is I wanted to do music. I was a youngster, man, with dreams of just blowing up. And I really wanted to do music. And I was living in Opelousas, Louisiana. I remember my first show like it was yesterday, over 35 years ago. And wow, it was in a cornfield in New Iberia for somebody's election. And I wanted to figure out how to use my music to uplift people and just make them just want to do something else other than what they were doing.
Mm-hmm.
I met two guys. I met a guy named Edwin Williams that he changed my life. And he gave me a shot on a record label called Parlay Records out of Lake Charles, Louisiana. And we were all kids, man. Me, Bundy, Vicious, Slice. We were just kids that were just and just trying to do something with ourselves. And people listen to my music now at 52 years old and can't believe that some of the stuff they listening to was from 10 or 15 years ago. I was ahead of my time. I was ahead of my time. And Cash Money, when people, the other night when I was watching Manny Fresh versus Scott Storch, I just laughed because we were buying beats from Fresh before people even knew who Manny Fresh was. I had beats from Fresh on my first album. I had Fresh on my first album. And we still good till this day. But I took all the learning experiences from music. When I teach these youngsters, when it comes to the music, don't be muddy waters. Own the record label. Own your stuff. And everything that I learned from music, I took it with me on my journey throughout life. And that journey, if I could change anything about that journey, I probably wouldn't change one day of it. I remember we were so broke out there just trying to make it happen. We was in Texas A&M, and that's when they had paper food stamps. The manager done spent up all our money tricking, all our road money. And just so happened one of our partners had some food stamps. And that's how we survived on the road. But along this journey, I watched how Black people were treated in a lot of different arenas. I've seen the mistreatment in small cities like LA. I mean, not LA, in small cities like Opelousas, Louisiana, New Orleans, Louisiana, Charlotte, North Carolina, Los Angeles, California. I love Vallejo, California. I love that Bay, man. I was in that Bay, man. It was real. And I saw the mistreatment of African Americans. And then I had to study a little more. Who's actually mistreating us? And then when I figured out the people that said they had our best interests at heart, the politicians, were the ones who were actually mistreating us and doing the things that they would do to us. Let me tell you something. If you're not an African American, then you'll never feel how we feel. You'll never feel the pain that some of us feel. And I'm being honest with you, man, that those of us that can help situations, a lot of days we just fuck it up. Turkey leg irresponsible. Motherfuckers don't want to stay out the parks. We gotta have parties for 1-year-old kids and 400,000 people show up. Come on, dog. Come on, dog. Right now, if you die, we can't even come to your funeral. You end up in the hospital, you in there by yourself. I know a girl that went to the hospital yesterday to have a baby. Father can't come. But see, y'all think this shit is a game. You think this shit is a game, man. Oh, you can't tell grown people what to do. I don't need to. Just hurry up and die your ass off. Because all of y'all is being irresponsible. If you're going to let that corona hit you in the ass and get up out of here, then we'll be past the curve. And we can go back to normal.
We ain't gonna never go back to normal.
Oh, now you said a mouthful because I believe that in my heart. We ain't going back to normal.
We're not going back
They
to
got us
normal.
where they want us.
If it's to the fact where people are washing off their groceries, sanitizing their groceries before they put them on the shelf in their house, we ain't going back to normal. You heard what the doctor said. That virus sits on surfaces and they don't know how long that it sits on there for. We're not going back to no norm. We ain't going back no damn well.
I don't believe we are. But the one thing I know is I can survive it and still live the way I want to live.
I know that's right.
And all because I am choosing to be obedient. And some of us just don't want to be that. We don't want to be obedient. And you don't understand when God get tired of something, he gonna do what he do. I had a conversation with a dude one day. He told me his daddy was a pastor. And we started talking about God putting people in a reprobated mind. And he say, what's that? I say, that's when God himself don't want nothing to do with you. Oh, no, man, you wrong. God don't do nothing like that. I say, if I'm wrong, then why did he kick Satan out of heaven? God will put you in an reprobated mind, and then he don't want to deal with you no more. And some of y'all is pushing it to the extreme. Now, I really want to know this because it's two instances that I've seen that irked the fuck out of me. When them chicken sandwiches came out from Popeyes, you standing in line like they had gold on. The Turkey Leg Hut put a truck on one side of town. You got lines stretched around the fucking corner. But I don't see them lines stretched around the corner when it's time to vote.
Say that again.
I don't see them lines stretched around the corner when it's time to vote. When it's time to fix our communities, you won't stand your ass in that line.
Well, you know why? Because they don't have, like we said, we had this discussion. A lot of them don't have faith in our election system.
But it doesn't matter to me. And I'll tell you why. And then you can go back in. Why won't you even stand in the line? For whatever the reason is. You don't know what the fuck on that chicken sandwich. But you'll stand in that line, but you will not stand in the line to help change the state of Black America. But you black motherfuckers stay wanting something.
Mm-mm. Back to what I was saying. Majority of these people that are not voting is because they do not trust the election process because they feel that their vote is not counted, right? So let's just bring this back to the Democratic Party here in Harris County. Shenanigans that they ass down here doing. Taking folks off ballots, not checking people addresses. Should I continue?
Do the people that have the ability to change laws even know what laws need to be changed? The ones that have the ability to create laws, do they even know what laws need to be created? Now, when I speak of changing laws, Black people, you have an amended right to vote. And every 25 years, They have to convene in Congress to continue to give us the right to vote. No other ethnicity has to have a vote done to give them the right to vote. So my question now becomes, are we sending the right people to the state capitol, to Washington, to get what we need? Because if we're still scrounging and struggling to get the right to vote every 25 years, we got the wrong people in office.
Clearly.
Why don't they get that changed? So what happens if they convene and they say we're not going to give them the right to vote? It ain't shit we can do. Because our people down there ain't fighting for the right shit. So if I'm wrong, go do your research. And you take this shit for granted. Now I know you got some tough decisions to make in November if there's an election. But what you gonna do? What you gonna do?
I'm just irritated. I am very irritated, and I'm just irritated, just based on everything that we've went through this whole week. In a whole week, like it was a whirl spin in a whole week. I am frustrated. I am frustrated based upon uh we got folks putting people in races that didn't know they was in a race. Then we turn around, we have people getting taken off the ballot. Then we have people waiting in long lines, especially at Texas Southern University, for hours and hours and hours on end as a form of voter suppression to make you turn around and don't want to vote, to discourage you, right? Then we have a judge who was taken off the ballot, and he had to get attorneys to get put on the ballot, and then he lost anyway.
So
Man, I'm
if you're 18 to 35, why should you vote for somebody that's not doing shit for you? Just because people say we need to vote? If these motherfuckers ain't doing shit for you, then a lot of people ain't gonna walk in there and waste their time. Because honestly, the black politician, especially in the city of Houston, only wants to cater to a certain black people.
yeah, dirty shit.
They only want to cater to a certain black people. You see what I'm saying? If you're 18 to 35, then why should they go in there and vote when the people that they're voting for don't do jack shit for them? Tell me. Yeah, we can complain about the process all we want. But when these motherfuckers get in office, they don't do shit for us. So that's why they it's like a cycle. They only go to the same churches every election cycle. Yeah, I saw so many black folk singing in, they coming through the hood back in November for office, and I'm just sitting at the polls singing my favorite song. Oh nigga, what you gonna say? As soon as the election was over, I don't see no white folk no more in the hood. But they was all at the church and they was hallelujah. It was there. The thing is Saul Gillespie says all about the numbers. We have to find a way to get around the numbers. No, we need some motherfucker that's got character and integrity.
Yeah.
We need some motherfuckers in office that's gonna really go fight the black fight. See, I can say that and individualize it for one reason. Because the white folk fight the white fight. The Asians fight the white fight. The Latinos, they don't really fuck with us like that. They fight the Latino fight. And the new kid on the block, the LGBT community, they fight their fight.
Yeah.
But black people in office ain't fighting no motherfucking fight.
They too busy.
They too busy trying to help them other people.
And they too busy lining their pockets. That's another thing. And don't give a damn.
And I get with the money, man, but money, let me tell you something, man. Money come with the game they play. Money come with that game they play. So if you lucky enough to get in office, I'm lucky enough to get in office. If we stay there, then we should come out that motherfucker rich. Because money come with the game they play. I'm talking about bottom line, getting in office and doing something for black people.
That sounds too much like right, Gary.
So if I'm wrong, name me 3 of them that done something for black people. Local, we can start on the local level, the state level, or even the federal level. Name me 3 that done something for black people.
We waiting, y'all. I give
Linda Renee Finley said, my thing is we hear all this bad stuff after we done voting. Hold on, baby. No, you don't. We ain't finna vote right now. I'm telling you right now. We hear this before we even get to the polls. And yet we still go in there and vote for the crookedest motherfucker that's on the ballot.
Because you recognize the name and not doing your research on the candidates who you going in to vote for. It is your civic duty, your responsibility to know who you voting for. You need to know all these politicians and what's going on with them. Do your fact checks, do your research, because these tell you a nice picture.
Let me go back. I'm still waiting, and I got 2 different sources open, looking at this video, and I said, name me 3, local, state, or federal, that did something for black people. Now, you know what's so crazy? Even in the back of their mind, they're not even bold enough to put Obama's name down. Because you can't name shit he did for black people. It's great that we had a black president. Cool. It's great that he listened to Al Green. Cool. White favorite artist. Cupid. But what did you do for black people? Nothing. Nothing. So here's my question. If you can't name one that's done something for black people, then all them black motherfuckers need to go. We need a new motherfucking team. I'm waiting. Prove me wrong. Prove me wrong. We the richest country in the world, they say, right? Maybe not anymore. And the most that you can come up with to pay people minimum wage is $7.25 an hour. $7. See, I couldn't be a black lawmaker because I would ask a question. With a crazy president in office and looking like every other day he picks a fucking fight with all these different countries, then why don't we put a law in place that if my kid can go to war and die. Why can't these congressmen and senators' kids go to war and die? I bet you won't find a bunch of their kids in the war. If I was a politician, there would be term limits on senators and congresspeople. You would not sit in office for 30 or 40 years because you're not serving a purpose. See, the mind frame that I'm in scares a lot of people. Because if we start doing that type of shit, we might move the fucking needle. And Ernie White said more black folks got locked up under Obama than any other president in the last 30 years. Telling me wrong. Telling me wrong. See, I'm going to tell you how the game is played. Sometimes you just got to give folk what they want so that you can move the agenda. Kendrick Simpson says that's because white people know that they can buy black people. Well, guess what? You don't have to take the money. If you go in there as a politician and they buy you off, you wanted to be bought off before you even got in there. That was your reason for getting in there. You didn't have to take the money. You didn't have to.
All money ain't good.
So what we cannot do is continue to blame white people for the mistakes of our black leadership.
Don't even get me started.
We cannot continue to blame white people for the mistakes of our black leadership. When you're looking at the park, Tom Bass, you see the white folk running around the track. The black people got the barbecue pits out there right now. How many white folks you saw in that turkey leg line? So we gonna blame that on the white people.
But don't want to take responsibility that y'all the one over here being reckless.
And we're reckless on so many levels. So I'm gonna step off into this arena. I hope you ain't tired because I'm up. I'll step off into this arena.
Which one?
So they need help bamboozling us. And it's two things you're gonna always find in the black community: a church and a liquor store. Aren't both of those considered essential? Because they either gonna keep your black ass drunk or they gonna keep you filled with the Holy Spirit while they run game on you. So let me ask you a question. If churches are tax exempt, why ain't there many churches helping out the community right now? What happened with your money?
It's going to the building.
Why ain't there been churches helping the black community, the white community, the Latino community? Where are the churches? But then we're going to have a day of prayer. Y'all don't know why they do that shit. Y'all don't know why they having a day of prayer. Because motherfuckers was getting restless. And when they think the natives is restless and the shit about to pop, here come the Negro preacher.
What the hell?
Here come the Negro preacher. So, it's all a money scheme. But right now, you hold the cards to the whole game. Like you sitting in the house and not doing nothing. You can shake We only have 14. We only 14% of the population. We represent 3% of the actual economy. But what happens if we just say, this pandemic done shut us down? We gonna chill. Remember the mayor said, chill, chill. Why don't you chill?
Criminals, take a
Because
break.
if your money ain't being spent, they gonna get some goddamn act right. But in anything that we do to accomplish any goal we need to accomplish, we have to have discipline. And we are very undisciplined creatures. So where your pastors at right now? I don't want to hear that shit. Oh, they streaming the service online. I don't give a fuck. You still gotta send them tithes in. I bet you they ask you for their credit card number.
Damn.
Where is the help from the churches? Come on, talk to me.
They got some of them.
The salute Saul asked, what do you think of a solution? I just told you, stay home.
Clearly.
It is obvious we have enough shit at home. We bought it up the first week of the pandemic.
Oh, that shit gone.
We bought it up. I mean, because some of these motherfuckers don't cook. Them kids at home starving. If it wouldn't be for the school district
They eat
pushing
new.
out some fucking food, man, then these kids sitting in the house with first of all, if you went and made groceries and did what you need to do, some of these motherfuckers do not know how to make groceries, man.
So what is this kid him talk about Cash App too? He trying to make it funny
I don't know.
about your platform?
I don't know.
What you trying to say, Mr. Simpson? Explain yourself. I'm interested to know what that means.
So, the thing is where's your help right now? You seem to help them all the time. Let me tell you how you help them. You help him buy his wife, all that fly shit at the church. You help him and the wife go to casino, buy the fly cars, live in the big highs. And right now they can't even come up with no extra crackers and juice. Did you even have the Lord's Supper? Or did they tell you that was contaminated?
Oh, okay, good.
So,
He said they Cash Apping money to the church.
oh yeah, they definitely doing that, Kendra. They definitely doing that. So my thing is, the stuff that we invest in, we need to stop investing in it. Keep our 3% of the economy in our house. The pastor, you invest in the pastor taking care of his mistress. But the pastor can't give you nothing right now. If you go to a church that can't help you right now, you need to get the hell up out that church after this pandemic.
Or at least try to call and check on you genuinely. You know what I mean? Not asking for nothing. They just concerned about your well-being. If you don't have a pastor calling concerned about your well-being, you and your family, you need to go to the church. But he'll let you know when that doggone past anniversary is, huh?
I wouldn't know. I don't go to them churches. Because I am not shamed when they pass the bucket to pass it to the next man. You're not getting my hard-earned money, man. I am not coming here to buy my way into heaven. I came to hear the word. And as long as you talking, we going to have a good Sunday morning service. But when you pass that bucket, I got to go use the restroom.
Oh.
You're not getting my hard-earned money, man. So I don't know what it is. It's just on my mind tonight, y'all. Realistically, Amanda Phillips said,
That's my class.
I'm saving money because of this, getting used to not spending money on useless stuff. If you think about what we spend money on, we just fuck over money, man. We just fuck over money because it's readily available. We just fuck over money because it's just readily available. So Monica Cardenas said, especially check on the elderly. So now I'm gonna piss y'all off. A whole bunch of these elderly people is not fucking crazy. They got more sense than all us youngsters got. And they go to church and they get them people they fucking money. And now, where's my pastor? You know where your pastor is. Did you drive by Tweeties? The snooty fox? You know where your pastor is.
That's the coldest one, man.
And these old people ain't say, man, y'all be putting them on Facebook. You ain't as your uncles, your grandmas, and all that, your grandpas. Oh, he 80 years old. He all up there doing the line dances and all that. You ain't crazy. They taking your money too, and you know it. Well, you know, they say just you're giving it to God. Well, God ain't getting it in the back room because they cutting the deck on your money, man. I don't think God has seen a receipt from a church in the last 50 years. If you want to keep believing that, then you the one when you can't pay them tithes that they asking your old ass to get up out that church.
And probably won't even get buried there. They probably won't do your funeral because you ain't pay your tithes.
I had a great pastor when I was in church, Pastor Leroy Woodard Jr., Christian Rescue Mission. My mom was not even a member of the church. And when she passed away, you know, how you charge somebody to do a funeral?
They charge to do the funeral, bro. Wow.
That man say, Brother Monroe, we'll take care of everything.
Mm-hmm.
I love him till this day for it. I love him till this day. But you knew millennium pastors. You knew millennium pastors with your Bentleys. You motherfuckers need airplanes now.
And bedroom pleasure, but both.
You're using people. And even in the pandemic, you leaning on them.
And pedophiles.
And they trying so hard, but they know if they do it wrong, it'll mess up everything. They trying to get them church doors open. See, Easter Sunday if y'all thinking that Just Oxtail's finna be bankrupt, if some of them churches don't open up Sunday, you gonna see churches go bankrupt. See, because Easter Sunday is a big money making Sunday. And I'm gonna torment them on Easter Sunday.
Yeah, you make some folks mad, man.
Hey, say the one thing about me, I might be making you mad, but you know I'm telling the truth.
Yeah, you make some folks mad. You make some pastors
right
mad.
Now, there are a few pastors that I know. One of my most favorite pastors is Pastor Nash over there in Sunnyside.
I thought you was going to say Kirby John.
Who? Who you talking about? Pastor Kirby E51254?
That's who I thought you was going to say, Kirby John. I thought that was your favorite pastor.
Well, Saul said, well, churches have light, water, buildings for comforted, and I understand what you're saying. This is what I'm saying. If the Lord can provide for us through the pandemic, then I'm pretty sure the Lord can find a way for them to get some money to pay their lights.
I'll get in the job.
The water in the church, and most people just go in the church bathroom to just wash their hands, and they might, do number one. Ain't too many people you do a number two at the church. So your water bill ain't high. The baptismal pool is not working. And when ain't nobody at the church, the other reasons you use the baptismal pool for the jacuzzi, you can't do that now. So the thing is, why can God provide for us? But then when the church got to be just like us, oh, the church needs your help. You ain't getting no help right now. None. How much money out the stimulus is the church is getting? I wonder how much they gonna get. Well, Paula said the Lord will provide for his children. Well, Paula, I need the Lord to drop off a whole bucket of common sense right now.
I know that's right.
And drop it in a black bucket and put for blacks only on the bucket. Because right now, some of us ain't got no common sense.
Can you do my song, Gary? I love the Lord. He heard my cry.
Hold on, y'all.
Somebody said the pastor need extra love too.
He getting it when he laying hands on his side piece.
I love the Lord. Sing it for me, Gary.
Yeah, I'm gonna sing it in a minute. So I'm just saying that it's a lot of things out here right now that people don't want to own up to. We being bamboozled across the board. God has sent you messengers. You don't want to listen to them. And now you're dealing with something that's slowly wiping black people out.
Lord have mercy.
And another scam they got going on. And I've never spoke on it, but I've been meaning to. Why is it that it's $30 to park at the hospitals right now? At least 30.
Okay, hold on. Are you talking about the valet? Or are you
No, regular parking.
Regular parking. They charge for regular
parking. They taxing, man.
Boy, I know. But you know who owns a lot? Well, who works a lot with the parking lots? Are a lot of Ethiopians. So they getting their bankroll.
Why do everybody own a portion of Houston except for traditional black people? Think about that, y'all. The white folk got their side of town. The Asians got two sides of town. Got Midtown, and they got, the Asian community over in Bel Air and all that. Am I right or wrong, Candace?
You're absolutely right.
The Jamaicans that shut up shop on Bissonnette. You got a bunch of hoeing going on, though.
Oh, yes.
My Latino brothers are prominent in Pasadena and on the East End. And when I say own, I'm talking about owning businesses. What the fuck we own? We too busy taking our hard-earned money
and twerking
to pay $30 for a $5 turkey leg.
And twerking.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good twerker.
You stop it.
Ain't nothing wrong with a good twerker.
Lord.
So, the thing is we got a lot to work on. We have a lot to work on, bro. But we better hurry up and start working. We better hurry up and start working. Because if we don't, we're really going to have problems. If we don't fix these school systems, we're really going to have problems. Because you won't have any educated people in the next few decades that can even make a qualified decision. We need to figure it out. We need to figure out healthcare. Yeah, some of y'all think healthcare on the black man level is when you buy condoms. That's the only healthcare some of y'all worry about. But right now, you're going to get the corona in the ass and the crab between the legs. Because y'all ain't worried about nothing. I don't know what it was. It was on my heart. And some days I just have to speak about what's on my heart. It's the situation with the turkey leg hut aggravated me to my core. And I don't talk down on black owned businesses, but I didn't like what I saw. Black politicians make my stomach hurt, realistically. And I'm telling you, I just think when the pandemic is over, I'm gonna just go sit in City Hall one day at the city council meeting, just start farting in that bitch. What's wrong with it? And I don't want the quiet, sneaky fart. I want that. I'm gonna just be in there farting.
Why don't you just get the fart spray?
I'm gonna give it to him real. I just want to start farting in City Hall because the motherfucker make my stomach hurt. I want to go to commissioner's court and just funk up the whole building. Just start farting every motherfucking well.
They gonna put your fart ass out.
I'm a taxpayer.
Yeah, you're a taxpayer. Ain't nobody trying to smell your ass.
But when I start farting, you gonna give me my tax money back?
Oh.
If not, you gonna sit in here and let me fart? Politicians make my stomach hurt, man. They evil. They evil.
That boy that say he gonna start farting, I'm dead.
And you listen to him talk, I have a discerning spirit. I bet you do. I bet you do. I'm gonna just go to City Hall and just start farting. I'm telling y'all. And I might go stand up at the podium. I can see me in Commissioner's Court.
God,
I came here today to speak to Commissioner Ellis, and I have something to tell you. And just start farting on his motherfucking ass. I might go to City Hall. Mayor, I think you're doing a job. You just start farting on his motherfucking ass.
Man, that's cold.
And I know they be thinking, man, Monroe crazy than a motherfucker. I am. I used to beat my head on lockers back in the day.
But wait a minute. So you saying you gonna go to Commissioner's Court and say,
I'm gonna tell you, I'm gonna do something. I'm gonna either go in there and fart, or I'm gonna act like I have Tourette. And just sit there, and they'll be, well, today we're gonna go over the budget. I'm gonna be in the back. We're gonna go over the budget. Bitch!
You going to jail.
I'm gonna start cutting up, man. Because the shit that they do, it don't make sense some days.
Why? So Saul said you are a politician, my man.
I think I'm a politician by nature, but I'm not the politician that people want. You have to understand, I'm exactly what you need. I ain't what you want, I'm what you need. You need somebody with some passion. You
Mm-hmm.
need somebody that can sit in a room with the lowest man on the totem pole and talk the shit with the highest one on the totem pole.
Mm-hmm.
You need somebody that can go in that room that can talk black, he can talk white, he can talk Latino, he can talk LGBTQ. You need somebody that clearly understands what it takes to move the needle. I ain't what you want. Tara, I'm telling you. That's how I feel. I told him when I ran for school board, I ain't what you want. I already know I ain't what you want. I'm exactly what you need. You need real. You need compassion. You need integrity. That's what you need. That's what you need. And Tara, I gotta hook you up with somebody. Called me today about a union for the poll workers. Can we talk a little bit about that? You ain't tired, are you?
I'm getting tired.
Okay, well, wake up. Wake up. Fix your drink. Wake up. I want to talk about this because this is near and dear to me because I've sat out there as a poll worker.
Okay.
Why do these people treat
Don't
them poll workers like they ain't shit?
like Daryl Smith trying to fight that poll worker.
I mean, is that? I mean, no. I mean, that's just pure idiocy. I'm talking about you giving people 7 or 8 push cards, and you paying them $10 an hour.
That's cold.
Let me tell y'all how the game go with that shit. Say I'm a consultant,
Mm-hmm.
and I got 5 clients that's
All right.
running the office,
All
and I'm
right.
gonna use a flat number. I'm charging each one of them 50 G's, right?
Okay.
So that's $250,000. Guess what they do? They take 50,000 to pay all the workers for all 5 campaigns, and they keep the other 200. You lowball them. You had them poor people out there don't want to feed them lunch.
Sure don't. They treat them like they second chance offenders.
Tara say they not paying y'all enough. I'm not a poll worker no more, Tara. Black campaign workers are often paid $5 less an hour than the others. They need to stop. And she's
Boy,
telling the truth. And that's why I'm telling y'all, I'm going to go work with the white people. I don't want to play in the sandbox anymore with you Negroes. No, I don't want to do that. I can go put the same effort in for the white folk, and then I ain't got to chase you down on the last day looking for my money. Or you coming out there with your games, with your cards. And you can always tell how they pimping the money with the poll workers because they come out there, Paula and Candace, you see them make a poll worker change his shirt after 3 hours. He wearing one shirt for Monroe, and then 3 hours later, he wearing Candace's shirt. And motherfuckers take their money. They take the candidates' money. They take their fucking money. And you treat the poll workers like they garbage. Man, them people be out there starving. And these people are so devoted for one reason. This is all the money that they know how to make.
Man, that's cold. Taking advantage of those people.
It is days where we would be out there where it was freezing and raining. And these poor people sitting out there, they standing out there in that rain and it's pouring down raining. And Monroe over there up under that motherfucking shed by Fiesta telling the world, fuck you, because I'm not going.
Oh, Lord.
I'm not finna hold y'all up. I just had it on my mind.
Yeah, our numbers dropping. People going to bed.
Well, they ain't going to bed. We're gonna come out this pandemic with more of one of 2 things, and then I'm gonna let y'all know. We either gonna come out this thing with more babies Because it's some serious nasty shit going on right now. And I'm proud of y'all. Some of you didn't get none at all. You tearing up the headboards. You done knock all the rails off the bed.
Oh my God, Gary.
Or either you gonna come out of this shit so stressed because that 1,200 gonna be gone, you ain't gonna know what to do. You need to be on the phone with your elected officials every single day, jamming they asses up. Last thing, don't ever come at me sideways, Mr. Elected Official, because I am not to be bought. Y'all know what it is, man. Tomorrow night, 7 o'clock. Dr. Mashawn Benson from Texas Southern University gonna sit in the war zone with us. I want to say good night on behalf of my partner that ain't here, Elvante Patton, the good Dr. Candace Matthews, and I am the 5-star general, the OG. It is what it is, Jim.